Good morning, Senator McConnell. Are you there?
Hello.
Senator McConnell, sir, how are you feeling this morning?
Oh, I feel fine. Same as always, which is good when you consider.
When you consider what?
Pardon me. Pardon me. I tend to freeze on occasion. When you consider I'm doing well, when you consider the fact that I have died.
I'm sorry?
When I died about a month ago.
You died a month ago. I'm trying to adjust my own line of interviewing now. You can tell that this is taking me and probably this will break nationally. You said you died a month ago.
Approximately a month ago.
Mm-hmm. And what of what?
I had a number of ailments, and one ailment in particular caused me to suddenly. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Pardon my momentary lapse.
Mm-hmm.
A number of different ailments, some stemming from my childhood bout with polio.
The freeze lapses are still occurring. Which kind of brings to mind a question. Well, what is it like to be dead?
I rather am enjoying it, and it's nice here. It's calm, and there's good lemonade.
So I said you were joining us from Georgetown. So, but I don't think that could be true. Where are you joining us from?
Well, I have a little joke about that when people ask me, because people often speak to me in death. Some of my constituents, my wife, and they say, where are you, Mitch? And I tell them, well, it's either heaven or it's Louisville. Because that's right. My hometown, Louisville, is a lovely place.
Well, so you hear that your life flashes before your eyes and so on. But what actually happens?
Well, that is a cliche and a misnomer. It does not happen. But what happens when one dies is one's eyes will bug out, not unlike a telescope fish, and then the face will suddenly freeze in a strange. What was I saying? At the moment of death, Andy, what happens preceding that moment is a reflection, not on random snapshots from my long life, but rather my proudest moments.
Well, let's think back then. What were some of your proudest moments?
Well, such as serving in the leader of the Republican Senate longer than anyone else in history. No one ever served longer. 132 years.
Wait a minute. I'm not.
The time I also, more particularly, the time I prevented that colored boy from appointing the court judge when he had every right to do so under the law.
What are your regrets as you look back on your life?
I don't know whether I'd say I had regrets, so to speak. I have a great deal of pride as to how I conducted my affairs. Imagine, Andy, the terrible state of our country it might be in today if the Supreme Court justice had been appointed by the colored fellow. Imagine if the other, God forbid, another liberal voice had ascended to the court all these razor thin 5-4 decisions we see, such as overturning Roe v. Wade, gutting of the Voting Rights Act, they might have gone the other way. There might have been 5-4 in the liberal side. A terrifying prospect to give me dead person nightmares.
That certainly went the way that you and your party wanted it to go. If you're just joining us, we're talking with the late Kentucky U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell. Senator McConnell, have you bumped into Lindsey Graham since you passed?
I have indeed seen Lindsey. I saw him just the other day. We shared some laughter, compared mortal disease symptoms, and we did this while sipping lemonade here with Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile, I mean, you must be paying attention to the news as it continues in Washington. How do you think the Trump administration has been handling the war in Iran?
Well, I say they're conducting the war splendidly. When I hear the distant sounds from heaven of bombs dropped on children, Andy, I smile.
You mentioned that you've been able to share some time with Lindsey Graham. Who else are you hanging out with?
Well, we've become quite close with Jesus Christ. He's the most popular person here in heaven. Everyone wants to sip lemonade with him. Access to him is very highly prized. Much like in Washington, a well-timed campaign contribution will get you a meeting with Jesus Christ. I donated a great deal of money for my meetings with Christ.
And has that taken place yet?
Well, just as I said, we met with him for lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Other than Christ, I've gotten quite close to Boss Tweed.
Okay. And so what's a normal day? Just real quickly, how have you been spending your days?
We walk on golden pathways, Andy.
On what?
In golden pathways, in white robes, and we flutter about. I enjoy many an hour of fluttering.
Senator McConnell, it's been quite an experience to be able to put some of these things into perspective and to update our audience on your status. Before we let you go, what do you miss most about living?
Well, I miss the one thing only, and that is the hot brown. I think you know what I mean. And the popular open-faced sandwich.
I do.
Which I know you have enjoyed many occasions back in Louisville. Roasted turkey bacon. A cheese sauce. They try to make it here in heaven, but they can't do as good a job as they did back in Kentucky.
Well, Senator McConnell, thank you for spending time with us this morning on WRC.
You're welcome. And I've got to get back to work. I'm still in the Senate, and I have to. The Constitution does not stipulate whether a representative must be alive.
Okay. Well, then we will continue to follow your work here on Earth.